In this video, we attempt to make contact with the spirit of Norman Baker, who ran the Baker Cancer Hospital in the late 1930s. Good evening, guys. I'm down in the morgue at the historic Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and I'm going to try to contact the spirit of Norman Baker. Norman Baker was the charlatan who ran the Baker Cancer Hospitals in the late 1930s. Let's see if we can make contact with him using my Olympus digital recorder. Norman Baker, are you here with me now? Mr. Baker, I am in your infamous morgue. I would really like to speak with you. Mr. Baker, are you here with me now? Is there anything that you would like to say? All right, that's about 40 seconds or so.
Norman Baker, are you here with me now? Sir Baker, I am in your infamous morgue. I would really like to speak with you. Sir Baker, are you here with me now? Is there anything that you'd like to say?
Oh. All right, yeah, definitely. I think we have made contact with Mr. Baker. Let me play that back.
Norman Baker, are you here with me now? Sir Baker, I am in your infamous morgue. I would really like to speak with you. Sir Baker, are you here with me now? Is there anything that you'd like to say?
That almost sounded like he said F you. Not really completely clear. I'll give you a little bit of a kind of a backstory about Norman Baker and I. Several years ago at the ESP conference, the Eureka Springs Paranormal Conference, I was downstairs here in the morgue with a group of folks from the conference, and I had the bright idea to dig out the drain that's here in the morgue on the floor. My thought being that if this truly was a morgue, that potentially there might be some type of human remains that might be in that drain, bone fragments, etc. So as I'm digging out the drain, I'm making very disparaging comments toward Mr. Baker. I think at one point I might have even made some type of comment about his mother, and that is something that I absolutely would highly suggest that you not do, and it's something that I've learned from this experience not to do, and to be respectful. So as I'm digging out this this hole in the morgue, I started to feel just this searing heat on my back. It was the most incredible. I can't even really describe what it felt like. I imagine if I ever got branded, like with a branding iron or something, that's what it would feel like. It was just this intense, searing heat, and I ended up actually having to go back to my room at the time because I was in pain from this. And we looked in the mirror, and there was a vertical scratch, fairly deep scratch, going from the bottom of my neck to right above my butt. And it was It was in the shape of fingerprints. There were 3 distinct marks going down my back, and I have absolutely no doubt that was Norman Baker teaching me a lesson for being disrespectful to him. Ever since then, of course, I've come to the Crescent many times after that. Ever since then, I've attempted to make amends with Mr. Baker and apologize for my behavior that one time, and it seems to be in vain. Several nights ago during an investigation, I was actually doing an EVP session at his desk, which is in the lobby, and there was a very clear statement that came through. Mr. Baker called me a Jew, which many of you know, that is my religion. I am Jewish, and Mr. Baker, I believe, was using that as a slur or an insult. So despite my best attempts to try to mend the fences with Mr. Baker over the years, for whatever reason, he doesn't seem to really have an interest in that. So super interesting. I'm excited to review this audio and find what's on here, but there's absolutely some things on here. So yeah, really cool session. Thanks for watching, and if you like this type of video, be sure to set your notifications so that you know when I post new videos. I try to post new videos every week.